Sanibonani, my name is Nano. I come from KwaZulu-Natal, Durban, Ngasekhabazela. I'm a sister, a daughter, an aunt, as well as a friend to many. My singing days date back from when I was still very young. I come from a family that loves music. My mother is a very good soprano. My father was a very good tenor. And all my siblings are also singers. So it was natural for me that I also grew up and loved music. I started singing in family gatherings. I'll be the youngest in the choir. And it grew up into Sunday school, which is now called Children's Church. I was singing there, always being the leader of the songs. Then it graduated to school, primary school and higher primary school. There's just one event that I can never forget, where I was singing in a big memorial service for a high school near me. So your girl was now leading the song, and my school choir did not follow me. I went alone until I reached the stage, and everybody was looking at me and feeling sorry for me. But from that day, it's the day where I learned that there is no space, there is no public gathering that I cannot stand and do something in. Then it went to high school. I was still in the high school choir. I started being in the worship team at my church. So I never looked back. I continued singing. After high school, I had friends that I was singing with, Abotulani Gandlela, Siyabonga Malinga in Durban. We were even thinking of going to record. Cindy Mabika was one of my sopranos that I was singing with. But then I ended up going to Joburg for work, so I couldn't go to studio at that time, which is 10 years ago. And I knew it had been confirmed several times that I had a calling to minister in song and do what God wanted me to do, as much as I was doing other work on the side. But singing has always been one of the callings that I knew that I needed to follow. So this year during the lockdown, this is when I decided that I'm going to reach out to one of my producers that I always wanted to work with, by the name of Joseph Makola, and I asked him, would you please work with me? Would you produce this one single for me? And God being good, he said yes. He didn't even know that I can sing. When he had said yes, he said, but can you sing? Which was very funny, because I asked him, but you've said yes already. And he said, okay, give me something to listen to, which I did, and then he agreed to work with me. A few days later, I had 3 producers, which is now Xoli Tabete, Lebo Murolo, and Joseph Makola. I am so grateful to be working with them on this project, and I hope you're going to like it. They are all legends in the industry. I couldn't be more blessed to work with such a team. I'm hoping you're going to like this project. It's 2 singles. One is called Jigelele. The background of that song is coming from my experience in the music industry when I was young. It's a song that we used to sing when we were young, but when I got to World Vision in Johannesburg, the company I was working with, we used to have devotions, and that's the song that we used to sing. And some of our colleagues, international colleagues, would love the song, and I felt in my spirit, you know what, we need to make the song global and make sure that everybody is actually proclaiming the kingship of Jesus in every country. So with this project, I'm looking forward to my friends in Mexico, friends in the US, that they can actually join in every country. Other African countries join in and proclaim that Jesus is King. So we made sure that we put in some English so that everybody can join in, and there's a little bit of Zulu, which is very easy for you to sing. So please sing along, dance with us. It's going to be an amazing time where we are looking at God. Despite what we've been through with COVID-19, we are still looking at Jesus as the King of Kings. Then my second single is saying, Konke kuzodlula, nalokhu kuzodlula, which means this too shall pass. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I do know that most of my friends, family members, colleagues have gone through tough times. Some of them have lost their jobs. Some have lost their loved ones during this time. So with this song, I'm bringing hope to you to say, this too shall pass. That's a tough one. Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. But I have two favorites. Three. In South Africa, I would definitely want to do a song with Dr. Dumi. Everybody knows this is my favorite guy in the country. I love his music, but more than anything, I love his heart for God. I love his heart for people. I love his sense of professionalism. So in South Africa, definitely Dr. Dumi would be my one. Or females in South Africa, it would be Ntombela as well as Mwango. Those two girls are amazing. They've done well in the Christian music and they are raising the bar each time. So those two girls in South Africa, definitely I would want to do something with them. And internationally, I would want to work with a Nigerian girl called Victoria Orenze. That girl can worship. That girl can bring your heart into a space of worship. And in Nigeria, that's my girl. I would definitely want to work with her one day. And abroad, again in the US, definitely Tasha Cobbs for me. That girl can sing. I love her so much. I think she's growing from the time where we knew her and where she is now with her album Royalty. It's something else. So definitely for me, Tasha Cobbs would be one of the icons that I would dream to be on one stage with. Nanongwane music doesn't really have one sound. So do expect a bit of jazz, do expect a bit of traditional gospel, expect a bit of pop into it, because we're going to dance in some of the songs. In some of the songs we're going to go jazzy. In some of the songs we're going to be deep in worship. So it's a different kind of an album that I will be bringing to you, but I'm sure that the Lord will continue to touch your spirit, and whoever needs to hear some of the songs that I'll be writing, I'm definitely sure that the Lord will be helping you. So be on the lookout of more music coming. But for now, we are starting with this EP with 2 singles. Even this EP is a testimony of what I'm saying. Jigelele on one side is very versatile pop. You're going to be dancing to it. Every person from any kind of a church would be able to sing along. And then you've got Kuzodlula on one side. Kuzodlula is a very traditional church song, which is talking to your person who is even in KZN, someone in the Eastern Cape, someone in Free State, who will understand the Zulu language, which is saying Nalena izodlula. So there I'm talking to someone who is deep in Greytown, someone osemthatha. I'm talking to someone deep Free State, somewhere in Mpumalanga. That person is getting the hope, because sometimes, when we sing English, we don't really get to the heart. So Kuzodlula is definitely going to each and everyone, educated, not educated, poor, rich, because we all go through something. We've all gone through things, and this song is going to encourage us to say, Kuzodlula, this too shall pass. This is my first experience of writing. This is my first EP. These are my first 2 songs. So on Kuzodlula, I wrote it alone. It was inspired by my senior pastor, Rev S. Matebula's sermon, which he preached at the beginning of a level 5 lockdown when we were going online. And he spoke about COVID-19 as one of those things that are going to pass. And he kept on saying this phrase, Nalena nayo izodlula. So I started hashtagging that hashtag on Twitter, Facebook, even on my status, because it stayed with me that Nalena izodlula.
Keep on going. Even if it does not make sense, have that stubborn faith and say, I'm not going to take a rope and hang myself. La 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 la. Nalena izodlula. Hey, zizile bazalwane zadlula, ayikho engadluli. Ngithi nawe COVID-19 uzayenza njani? Uzawudlula. Hayi zifikile zeza zashaya, kodwa zayenza njani bazalwane? Zadlula. Nalena izayenza njani? Izawudlula. And mindlula, it must find you standing.
It could be activities, it could be a sermon, it could be an experience that I've passed through, and those are some of the types of songs that you need to expect from me. I will be talking about gender-based violence on my songs. I will be talking about caring for children on my songs. I will be talking about not killing each other. I will be talking about helping one another as people. Having supported music almost all my life and having bought music, I'm one person who buys music. People know, if you go on my timeline, you'll see my iTunes photos, because I buy music, and I encourage all of you to buy music. I've seen the way we interact with each other as musicians, and one of the things that I would wish to see happening, I would wish to see us supporting one another more. Musicians, all genres, use your space to assist other musicians. Use your social media platforms to promote others. And the Bible says if you help others, it will definitely be given back to you. So you are not necessarily wasting those resources, you are actually building yourself, and the Lord will be pleased with that. What's next for Nano Ngwane? Definitely marketing this project, making sure that it reaches all the people that God has planned that it reaches. And possibly in the near future, we may be working on a full album. I have been blessed with working with a number of people who are amazing. Shout out to my backing vocalists. Shout out to my 3 producers and my band. They've been amazing. Everybody who worked on this project, thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. And I'm hoping we can work together on future projects, maybe a full album. We may be seeing videos for the songs as well. And you'll be seeing more of Nano Ngwane in your churches, in your events. As a program director, you may see me in your weddings, coming to sing and also to manage your programs. So be on the lookout, be glued on my social media platforms. Once again, it's Nano Ngwane on Twitter and Instagram, and it's Nano Ngwane on Facebook. Please also subscribe to my YouTube, which is Nano Ngwane on YouTube. Thank you.